Hey everyone and welcome. We're talking about travel today, whether that's a huge trip around the globe or just a little weekend escape. Travel is always an adventure just waiting to happen. So in this explainer, we are going to get you set up with all the essential lingo you need to plan, experience, and of course, share your next amazing journey. Let's jump right in.
I'm guessing the answer is yes. Come on, who isn't? Maybe you're picturing a white sandy beach or a crazy bustling city full of new sounds and smells, or maybe just a quiet cabin up in the mountains. Whatever it is you're dreaming of, every single adventure has to start somewhere.
And that very first step, it's getting a handle on the key words and ideas that'll help you turn that dream into a real plan. It's kind of like getting a map before you start wandering around a new city, right? So let's build up our travel vocabulary together.
All right, first up, let's get the essential terms down. Think of this as your toolkit for talking about your travels like you've been doing it your whole life. Okay, the first word you absolutely need to know is sightseeing. This is really the heart of what most of us are doing when we travel. It's all about actively getting out there and just exploring.
And this image, it just perfectly captures that whole feeling of discovery. You know, when you're looking down at a map, trying to figure out how to get to some incredible landmark like the Colosseum, or you're just standing there trying to soak it all in. That is sightseeing in action.
So if you're going sightseeing, where exactly are you heading? Well, you're going to a tourist attraction. These are those must-see spots you've probably got circled on your map.
Yeah, we're talking about the heavy hitters here. The places that are world famous for their incredible beauty, their history, or just how important they are culturally. You know, from the Eiffel Tower lighting up the Paris sky to these unbelievably serene temples, these are the places that pull us in from all over the world.
And of course, you can't go to an amazing place and not bring back a little something to remember it by, right? That's where a souvenir comes in. And listen, it's so much more than just an object. It's like a tangible piece of a memory that you can hold on to.
It could be anything. A little snow globe from a big city, a miniature bus, maybe a silly hat from Rome. It's like a key that doesn't just remind you that you went somewhere, it actually helps you remember the feeling of being there.
Okay, so now we've got the basic lingo down, but how do we actually use these words to build our adventure? Let's get into the next phase, the planning.
Now, this next word is probably one of the most important ones in travel planning: itinerary. You can think of it as the actual script for your entire trip.
An itinerary takes all that travel chaos and organizes it. It's your guide that lays out your flights, when to check into your hotel, and what your plans are. You know, museum on Tuesday, beach day on Wednesday. It really makes sure you get the most out of every single day.
Now, if making a super detailed itinerary sounds like a lot of work, don't worry, there's another great option: the package holiday. This is like the all-in-one solution for travel.
So here you can see the two main ways to go. On the left, you've got the package holiday. It bundles everything, your flight, hotel, maybe even some activities, into one simple price. It's super organized, super low stress. Then on the right, you have the independent trip, which gives you complete freedom. You book it all yourself, which means you get way more flexibility and you can customize everything. Really, the choice just comes down to what kind of traveler you are.
Okay, so you have a plan, you know where you're going, but where are you going to sleep at night? Let's talk about your home base for the trip. The big general term that covers all of this is accommodation. It's a broad word, but it basically means any place you might stay while you're traveling.
And you have so many options. Your accommodation isn't just a place to crash. It really shapes the entire vibe of your trip. A hotel can be super convenient, a hostel is usually budget-friendly and great for meeting other travelers, and a cozy Airbnb can give you a little taste of what it's like to actually live in that place.
So the trip is planned, you went, you had an incredible time, but the journey isn't quite over yet. The last piece of the puzzle is sharing your story. And to do that well, we actually need to dip into a little bit of grammar.
No, seriously, think about it for a second. When your friend asks, "Hey, how was your trip?" what's the first thing you say? The way you actually build your sentence says a whole lot about your experience.
And this is where the past simple and the present perfect come into play. If you say, "I visited Rome last year," you're talking about one specific trip that's completely finished. But if you say, "I have visited Rome," you're talking about an experience that's now a part of your life story, and you're not pinning it to a specific time.
And this little timeline just explains it perfectly. See that? The past simple points to one single moment in the past. It's over. But the present perfect connects that past event to your life right now. It's all about the collection of experiences that make you who you are. I have been to Paris means Paris is now on my lifetime experience list. See the difference?
And there you have it. From sightseeing and souvenirs to itineraries and accommodation, and even the right grammar to tell your stories, you are now officially equipped with the fundamental language of travel.
With all this new knowledge, the world is pretty much wide open for you. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, start dreaming, start planning. Your next big adventure is out there waiting for you.